Hello and welcome back to the Monstrosities channel. I'm the Groggy Turtle and today we are back in The Sims 4. I'm kind of taking a break from Cry of Fear, just a little bit here. I just wanted to try something a little different for a bit. Where's he going? Fix this thing over here. So, I kind of wanted to come in here and kind of dink around a little bit. This is Simon Strange's new house. This is my, favorite vampire to play. He's my creepiest vampire. I'm not sure if I ever really did any videos on him. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I only did like Preston Prinkles and a couple of Rags to Riches, and I think, did I? Yeah, I don't even remember anymore. Anyway, there's this new pack coming in to the game. It's a werewolf game, or pack I guess I should say, and I think that's going to be one I'm going to pick up. Apparently they're similar to vampires, where they'll have like a bar here. This one's called Vampiric Energy, but for them it's like ferocity, I think. So it makes them angry and they lose control or something. I don't really know much about what the pack is going to have. I've heard that it had lore in it, and just because of that I kind of stopped watching news videos on it and stuff because I didn't want any spoilers, and there seemed to be a lot going on with the pack, so I'm gonna pretty much go into it blind and figure out what's going on and how to do things on my own, so I'm not handheld and everything's ruined with spoilers, because there's been a lot of talk about it and I'm excited for it and I kind of don't know what to expect, and that's the whole point. I think a lot of simmers get a little too into whatever, you know, like if they're so into the lore or whatever about what's going on, then they spoil everything and then they kind of ruin the potential gameplay that they wanted so badly for. Did I do my homework? He's too tense. Oh yeah. Does he get less tense if he goes down into his basement? Can I go sit here? But yeah, I have a whole mood board. I'm hoping that I can get pretty creative with the werewolf skins, like cats and dogs. I've seen some pictures where that seems to be the case, but I'm not sure if I can enlarge and widen the ears like you can on a dog. For example, let me go into my gallery here. I have a dog that is called an African wild dog. I know it's down here somewhere. I've downloaded a bunch of stuff, and I don't make a ton of Sims. But my intention is that I would really like to make an African wild dog as my werewolf. And I want to have two of them because I want to have a boy and a girl. I think they're going to turn out really cool if I can pull it off. Because there's a huge mood board that I have created for myself, and it just looks really good in my eyes. And I think it'll come through really well with the whole grunge aesthetic, and that's my aesthetic in real life. So here he is. Oh, it's Burke. That's right. Burko. This is an African wild dog, if you didn't know. It's a really cool looking, kind of a hyena-esque looking thing. It's really cool, but they're kind of like wolves, but they're not wolves. And I do have a timber wolf here. But I'm thinking of making my werewolves look like that, and I kind of have a whole plan for it. I won't spoil everything with my ideas. I wanted to create the character, and I want to have like this whole lore thing going on with mine, so when you go to like create your character and stuff, you have all the information about the characters and stuff. So I wanted to try out the new world and all that stuff, so it's gonna be interesting and fun. I might even build a brand new house if I don't like any of the ones that's in the world. We'll see. I'm not sure what to expect. But from all I know, they're kind of like spellcasters and vampires, so I'm guessing they have a board like this, which will be interesting. It might make for an interesting character for sure, because this particular vampire, he's very He can walk into anybody's house. He can turn vampires. He's immune to garlic. He's incredibly strong. He's got the vampiric lure because that's really helpful. He's the master of darkness, and he hates being in the sun, but he's perfectly sun resistant. But he has day phobia. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of how it is. But I'm trying to make it where this particular vampire is so human that it would be really hard for hunters to find him, kind of a thing. That's kind of how I created this character. And he also has favorites. It says, these are the people that I'm like currently hunting. This person was delicious, and this is the one he would save. His satisfied his hunger, satisfied his hunger, and satisfied his hunger. But there's only one delicious person that he found so far. So the way I play this character is that he actively hunts people. He doesn't have blood packs. And when I go and hunt somebody, obviously I quench the thirst, and then I see what they do, if they just are satisfying or if they were delicious. If they're delicious, they're saved, and then if they're not delicious, then he tends to like lock them up in here, is the idea. Lock them in and then starves them to death. So he's like culling the herd, so it's only delicious stuff. And by doing this, because he is a Grand Master vampire, that he's the only vampire that will be at like his heightened potency and strength, while the other vampires around the Sim universe here would be weakened because they're not eating their delicious, or what they find delicious, blood and stuff like that. He's kind of like my most messed up character when it comes to, you know, the way I play him and stuff, but it makes him a really fun vampire to play when I'm usually not doing stuff like that, because it gets boring to play it being like a goody two-shoes or being overly aggressive. It's kind of fun to give yourself a style of gameplay to work with. And he's got a pretty grungy house. I just wanted to pop in here and show that, like, the type of character development that the werewolves might have. I think they're a lot like, let me go to Manage Worlds. Spellcasters too. Do spellcasters have a similar thing? I'm pretty sure they have a spell book. They don't have like a big prompt like the vampires do. Let me go check. I changed my save file because my old one was getting really laggy, so I transferred all my characters over to a new one. I haven't done anything with this house yet. He's living in Del Sol Valley. This is my spellcaster. This is what their thing looks like. They have a thing called Spellcaster Charge, which is like the vampire energy, which I'm guessing what the Fury bar is going to be like. So it's basically, if it runs out or charges up too high, it does something bad to your character. Either it kills them or whatever. It might just curse them. In his case, in this range, with all magic, behaves normal, but if no additional benefits or dangers. So if it gets higher and higher, it starts getting more and more dangerous. And he's a virtuoso, I don't know how you say that word, which means he's maxed out. So this is what their thing looks like. Very similar to the vampire chart, but it's a little different, and it has different abilities. Like you can be a spellbook master, basically. You can be a dueler, that's like you're the best at doing any kind of dueling, or you can be a potion maker and get all these extra little perks and benefits, like you're faster at it and all that stuff. You can be a professional in all types of magic, and in my case I chose all of the different magics. They also have a spell book. I didn't finish my alchemy? Really? Wow, I should finish that for him. I thought I maxed everything out. But they have a whole bunch of pages of spells and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I have all the spells, but I want to get all these potions. Oh my god, I never knew I didn't have that. Let me quickly... He's my rich sim, so he can just get whatever. But yeah, apparently this is something that the werewolves are going to have, which is not surprising. The only ones that don't have this are mermaids and aliens. And I hope at some point that will be fixed, because they did do a oh crap, my cat's really desperate to go to the bathroom here. I hope that mermaids and aliens will get a bar like this eventually, because they have been doing like pack refreshes, or at least they had been. They did it for Spa Day, and I'm not sure which all other ones they plan on doing that for. But I hope aliens and mermaids get that revamp, and they all get like these big spellcastery style charts, you know, because that would be cool. I need to revamp this entire house, knock down some walls, do some readjusting, you know, fix the backyard and stuff. It should be a cool house once it's all said and done. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring that up to speed. I'm not really planning on doing anything too horrendously exciting for this episode. I'm just sort of trying to reestablish my characters a little bit. It's been a little bit since I've played. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. So how are you guys doing? Are you planning on getting the pack yourselves? Are you spoiling everything for yourselves? Or are you kind of staying away from it like me? I'm kind of trying to step away from it so I don't spoil anything. And we're back with Simon Strange. I'm going to go down here and delete all of these. Let's just sell them, honestly. Because I put all these characters into a brand new save file, I don't think all of these Sims have the same qualities. So if I find this Peyton person, I doubt they're going to be delicious again. You know, they're going to be something else. It can be kind of a pain. It kind of ruins your whole vibe of like what you're trying to go for in your last playthroughs, but at the same time it's more worth it because I'm not so stuttery and laggy. So it's good to save your character's progresses, so it's like if you go into your skills, they're not level 1 all over again, you know, so they can keep all their progress. Actually, since I'm here, I might as well go ahead and make a photo room, because I never did. I need to get him into the job career that allows me to turn these things into meat, so that it's all spooky down here. That looks ominous. It's perfect. This is going to be his picture room. I can hang pictures on the walls, or I can put the pictures in like little frames and put them on the tables so I can have extra space. And let's go ahead and change this red. So let's go hunting. It says that he's trying to talk to another vampire. I'm literally disinterested. Let's go to the cafe. Hello, lady. Darn, I don't have my camera. I'm just gonna get to know her so that she's at least on my friends list. And I can invite her over again if she's tasty or not. In my own playthrough as well, you saw that I had Simon Hendrickson. This is my Cry of Fear character. I figured if I'm playing Cry of Fear, I might as well add him into my thing. I made that character myself, so he's as perfect as I could get him. If I have other characters in my own world, like him or Talon or some of my other characters that I really like, I won't be killing them in my murder basement with this character, just because they're my characters and I might play them later, kind of a thing. Let's see what flavor she is. I don't ever ask permission with this character because he's the quote-unquote evil vampire. It's less boring that way. But this is what I kind of do with him. I just go to public areas because it brings Sims there regardless of it being nighttime or not. It makes things a lot easier because normally Sims don't walk around on the ground. Divine drink. So she's definitely a keeper. I'm gonna write that down real fast, just because I might forget. So my first one right out the gate is a good flavored one. It's kind of interesting. I wish I had Klepto so I could take that. Let's just go back to my house and I'll get him his camera. Wait, do I even need a camera? Oh man, I totally forgot. He's got his cell phone. He could have just took a picture regardless, right? Let me check that. It's been a while since I've played The Sims, so I don't really remember how I did everything with this character. Yep, okay, I did it wrong. I thought I needed just like a regular camera. He doesn't need that. He just takes it with his phone. I'll have to call her over so I can take her picture and then set it down there with the result. She gets to live. I might do something similar to this character with my werewolves. Until I know what they can do and what they're like, I probably won't be making any assumptions right away or anything. So, because who knows, maybe you can't be like out of control evil werewolf. Maybe they're all a bunch of goody goodies, you know. Because the little trailer that they showed, there's like these really peaceful looking werewolves that are gardening and kind of doing their own thing. And then you had like the ruffian type werewolves that are kind of letting it loose and doing whatever they want without being controlled by the other packs or whatever. I think I'm going to be joining that one. I think a lot of people will, which I don't blame them. They look like they had the more interesting characters, which is why they showed them more in the trailer and not the other one for whatever reason. It's kind of my plan so far. Yay! Completed my homework. But yeah, that's kind of the whole shtick that's going on so far. I'm really hoping that once werewolves are in, you'll get something like this, like a club. And you can create your own club, or you can join a pack from like this list, you see. So it's like these guilds already exist, and I can join any of them if I meet the expectation of what they need or whatever, because it's like I can apply or I can join because they're like closed invite or they're open invite, or you can create your own and you could call it, you know, the Blood Fury or something, and then you would have like a wolf icon, right? And you can write down whatever you want in this, what your pack is like, and then you can pick the activities you would have. For example, if you wanted your group to eat nothing but grilled food, and say okay, that would be an acceptable thing to do in your club activities. Or for example, you could say hobbies, and maybe they have like digging or something here. Collecting. Is there collectibles? Hobbies, games, mischief, outdoor. Let's do this. Say, I don't know, tend garden or whatever, and that would be an acceptable thing. And then you could say, ooh, you can roar. Nice. Let's just say you hate vampires, so if you see anybody using vampire powers, you'll just attack them, kind of a thing. And then you would accept, and then you have all these little club perks and stuff, and that would be a wolf pack, you know, and it would be similar to clubs or something, and I hope that's a thing. So it's not just limited to the 2 that you saw in the trailer. I'm gonna see if she'll come over to my house. Maybe we'll hang out or something, so I can take a picture of her. She's romantic, family-oriented, and hot-headed. Invite to hang out on lot. I just want to take a picture of you and you can leave. I know it's nighttime, so... Or no, it's day now. You got the phobia. She is sleeping. That's not surprising. I don't know where she lives. If she lives anywhere, or if she's just some kind of a rando that walks around. I'm gonna assume... maybe the desert? This says Caliente. Yep, she's in here. Okay, I'm gonna travel there. Actually, I can do the vampiric entrance. I've never done it before. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember. I have a bad memory. Ooh, that chunked down a lot of his stuff. Here she is. She is at her house. She's gonna be like, what are you doing in here? I'm eternally welcome. Quickly, before I have to go to school. She looks intense. Just take a bunch, because who knows, some of them might turn out weird. I got what I wanted. I can leave now. Maybe I should make his basement a little bit more creepier. So if you get like a divine flavor, I can like put rose flowers type things all around it. Like a shrine. That'd be kind of interesting. Looks like all the pictures are good. Let's make this one the shrine temple. Add frame and do red. Perfect. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And let's find the streamers. And there's a rug that has like flower petals. Yeah. Perfect. So this is the good one. Divine flavor. Perfect. I like it. That looks good. He's not hungry or anything right now either, so that's gonna slow me down. Yeah, I think this looks good. Gives it its own vibe of creepy. It's kind of pretty though. Okay, so that's pretty much it that I wanted to do. I just kind of wanted to update you all on what my plans were for the next upcoming Sims episode. And I do plan on making it a Let's Play, so there won't be really any, like, it's not going to be a rags to riches. I'm just going to play it as the game is supposed to be intended. Like if they have a Strangerville style perk where, or not perk, trait, where you can basically go and get like these little quests or something off to the side that might lead you in a general direction, I might as well follow it and play with that and see how that ends up. But yeah, other than that, if there is a bunch of lore and things, I will attempt to locate them and figure out what's going on and stuff like that. But other than that, I will have to come up with a Let's Play or another game, you know, like maybe we'll play another Rags to Riches or something, because I don't know where I left off the last time. I know I have it because it's in my save files right here, which I hadn't worked on since last year apparently. Or maybe I have. Oh, the first of this month. Wow. But I haven't really messed with the Sims things right there too much. I was just kind of dinking around and doing my own thing. I've kind of been, go to Worlds and just show you. I've been working on large projects. I've been making a couple of cities, or city parts. Two different types. I'm doing a sci-fi one and I am doing a normal city version, so I can show you what I've got so far. I put it all in Newcrest. So this is a sci-fi build. I don't have anything downstairs yet. I did make this a corridor so that you can access the build from the outside and then walk through and then gain access to the rest of the city. You can your sim can probably walk around the lot and then get in this way as well, so it wouldn't matter either way. It's just another option. But this is supposed to be a type of like first layer or possible undergroundish style layer. Depends on how I want to approach it. I haven't really gotten there yet. I have a bunch of the junk just sitting back here so I can start decorating without having to constantly go back and dig through all of the files and things. And I can shrink some of these big old monster things as well. But I have a little kind of a homeless area down here. There might be more of this stuff, but this is just under the train tracks that I got right here. Because I'm not sure what I'm going to build out this way, so this could be more of a slums area kind of over here in this corner, just to kind of give it some interest. And you can go upstairs, and I have a bunch of junk this stuff right here is just sort of sitting here so I can use it later. This is supposed to be a little shop. I don't have a door in it yet. It has a vending machine outside. This is supposed to be like a noodle shop or something. Just because it's kind of got that vibe. It's like a walk-in. I can block it off and make this little section over here the owner's house, perhaps, because the stairs are so open right here that I figured building it upstairs as like their main house lobby area wasn't a good idea. So this will be for public use kind of a thing. And there's like a little balcony out here with a whole bunch of stuff on it. A lot of stuff is not painted yet, but it's coming along. This is also going to be a shop of some kind. It could be like a general store or pet store. It could be a repair shop. I haven't quite figured that out yet. And then I have a little hangout bar type thing over here. It's where you can get some drinks. That's why it's all covered in like pop cans and little noodle cases and stuff. It's like you can just kind of come over here and get some random stuff. The shopkeeper has a little alien slug. It's really cute as his pet. I wanted the world to be really kind of dystopian, kind of junky and messy, and it just gives it that extra vibe. It feels more lived in, especially since it's a big old sci-fi city and stuff. It just kind of gives it a cool look. I don't have any roofs on these yet, which is perfectly fine, but this is the train track. I thought it came out looking pretty good. It's got some little hanging things on there a little bit, and it's got some solar panels and lights and signs and things. It just kind of made it feel more full. And the other city is right here. It's more modern. It's I got like a little pizza gallery over there, and a pet shop, and a music store, and a bookshop or a library, I guess, video store, nightclubs, and a hotel, and all that stuff. This one's coming out looking really good too. It's got little spots for like a person to kind of hang out on the rooftop and just sort of live there. There's little alleyways and things, and everything's turning out pretty good for this build. And none of these are done, obviously, because there's a building over here that's not even painted yet, and it's this one over here in the corner. But yeah, that's kind of like the little projects I've been just kind of working on. This is mostly what I've been doing with The Sims. I've just been building, trying to get used to kind of filling it out and making it feel more lived in, because I kind of just make stuff and then slap it together and then kind of post it, kind of, you know, because I do have a little gallery shop here in the Groggy Turtle. But I also worked on... Oh, I do have Talon. Is it because I never went in there and checked him out that he's... Oh, weird. Okay, I'll get rid of this one and just keep the one that's in Glimmerbrook instead. But I also been like working on this little hotel. It's got a story behind it, but I never finished it. But I had to save it and post it just so that, you know, people can probably make their own little stories and stuff. Monster just logged off. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm gonna finish it in my own way, but other people can complete it in their own way as well. But this is what it is. It's a hotel apartment style thing. It's got the sign in here. It's got like little posters. It's got its little register. You got the little mailboxes for people to come and get their mail. They got the little bathroom. You can go through this little hallway and see the washing machine and all the detergents and stuff. And through here is a vending machine that anybody can like gain access to. But this is supposed to be like the employee break room area. Never finished it. These rooms are incomplete, which is why I blacked them out. You can decorate them however you want, and I will be decorating them later on, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And the exterior has some blocked off areas and cars and stuff, so it's kind of cool. It's got some junk back here. Just trying to make it look shabby. And upstairs, when you come upstairs, there's nothing out here. I intend on putting something up here, like boxes or moving crates or something, you know, so it's got more of a lived-in vibe. I can put some trash up here too, you know. This room isn't worked on. This one is. It's all dark, I'm sorry. Turn on all lights. There we go. So we can see what we're doing. This is one of the apartment rooms. It's all beaten up, kind of ran down. That's kind of the whole point of this build. It's supposed to be this old building that's been around forever. Some rooms are in better conditions than others, but it's mostly supposed to look kind of grungy because it's just got a nice lived-in vibe to it. And then I have this room that's supposed to get blocked off. It's the only room that has its shutters down, its little blinds down and stuff like that, where there's been some stuff being worked on here. I'll fill it out, and once I fill it out and get its whole story in my vision done, then I will share it again as a completed version, but I have the incomplete version, which is this one, which everyone else can gain access to. But that's kind of what I've been up to in the Sims, because I haven't been like recording the Sims in a while, because I'm a little rusty when it comes to like actual gameplay stuff. That's kind of what I've been doing. I just sort of build to kind of get my practice up, but I don't record the buildings because it takes me so long to do, and my patience for it gets a little non-existent, so it's nice for me to just sort of sit and just do it on my own time and not have like these little video clips that are just like sitting there going, hey, you need to edit me. It's just not how it works for me. It has to be kind of an all one and done kind of a thing for me to actually get it made, you know. And these can take me months, and I don't want to go through, you know, hours and hours and hours and hours of footage to edit those things out. It's just not my vibe. Maybe if I figured out how to stream, then maybe. I think I'm going to make this the end of this video. This is basically all I wanted to do, is to catch you up on what my plans were. I wanted to go into the werewolf thing and kind of let you know what I was going to do with that, and kind of bring you up to speed on what's kind of what I knew of, but everything else is going to be completely mysterious and interesting and hopefully discoverable for me to kind of go and jump into and learn and figure out, and it should be fun, hopefully. I have big plans for my werewolves, and I hope it turns out looking good. I think I will be making the characters and then jumping in game immediately, and then I'll show you like what their whole shtick will be, because if you click on like a building and go into like the info panel, you can like write some lore down for them, and you can kind of, you know, do stuff like that, and it just makes it more interesting, and I wanted them to feel more fleshed out and cool. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. I just wanted to bring you up to speed because it's going to be popping up in 5 days from now, and I'm not pre-ordering or anything. I didn't really want to do that, and I'm really hoping it's not going to be a buggy ass mess. Even if it is, I'm a very tolerant person. I play all kinds of games that my computer kind of can't really run, so but I can't record them either because they're so laggy, and it just might annoy people, but whatever. On my own times, that's kind of how it works. I need something that's just for myself, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit that bell icon, do all the stuff and things. You know what to do. So, yep, that's it. This is Monstrosity saying bye bye.